everyone, my name is Jessica Bronio and today I'll be discussing designing and evaluating portfolio assessment in the classroom. This chapter focuses on how teachers can effectively use portfolio assessment as a tool aligned with both teaching and learning goals. Let's begin with a brief overview. This chapter highlights the step-by-step process of planning and implementing portfolio assessment. The main goal is to ensure that the assessment is connected to the curriculum and learning activities. Portfolio assessment is not just about collecting student work. It's about intentional, reflective, and structured documentation of learning progress. We'll divide our discussion into two main parts. First, steps for developing portfolio assessment. Second, portfolio evaluation. Now, let's dive into the first part. Designing an effective portfolio assessment involves advanced and careful planning. It all starts with a clear idea of the purpose. Why are you creating a portfolio? What should it measure? And who is it for? Once these questions are clear, the rest of the steps will follow naturally. There are 6 steps in developing portfolio assessment. The first step is identify the overall focus and purpose. Ask yourself, why do I need a portfolio? And what learning targets will it serve? This ensures that the portfolio is intentional and focused, rather than just a random collection of student work. Step 2. Identify the physical structure. Consider the physical structure of the portfolio. Will it be digital or physical? Will you use folders, clear books, or plastic pins? And how will it be organized? Is it by category, by subject, or student name? Clear organizations make it easier for both student and teachers to navigate and reflect on the work inside. Step 3. Determine the appropriate organization and sources of content. After physical structure comes content. Choose pieces of work that best represent students' learning and progress. Each item should connect to your objectives and allow students to demonstrate growth over time. Make sure the content is not just about quantity, but about quality. Step 4. Determine student reflection guidelines. Reflection is a core element of portfolio assessment. Before implementing your plan, create a guidelines for reflection. Encourage students to regularly think about their learning, what they did well, what challenges they faced, and what they would do differently. This builds metacognition and encourages ownership of learning. Step 5. Identify and evaluate scoring criteria. Students should know how their work will be evaluated. Use rubrics that are aligned to your curriculum and portfolio's purpose. This promotes transparency and fairness in grading. And finally, step 6. Communicate results of portfolio evaluation. Hold conferences with each student. Let them explain their own work, reflect on their learning, and receive feedback. Give them a voice in the process. This reinforces that assessment is not just a judgment, but a dialogue. Now let's move on to the next part of our discussion, portfolio evaluation. Assessment can be viewed into 3 perspectives. First is students, second, teachers, and third is the collaborative discussion between both. First, student evaluation. One major advantage of portfolio assessment is that students learn to self-assess. As they review their own work, they develop confidence and responsibility. This teaches them to reflect meaningfully and become critical thinkers about their own learning. Next, teacher evaluation. Teachers may use numerical scores or qualitative comments. The key is to remember that the purpose of portfolio evaluation is to assess how well students meet the instructional goals, not just to assign grades. Make sure that your evaluation is clear, consistent, and constructive. And lastly, student-teacher conference. As Macmillan 2007 explained, students should compare their reflection to your evaluation and plan their next step. This three-way communication between students, teachers, and even parents can deepen understanding and encourage meaningful growth. To wrap up, portfolio assessment is a powerful tool when used with purpose and clarity. It not only measures learning, it supports it. Thank you for listening, and I hope this discussion helps you appreciate the value and process of portfolio assessment in